For years, getting started in the Microsoft Power Platform meant leaning on a few well-worn foundational exams. Those foundations are gone. Microsoft recently retired several of its most popular general knowledge certifications. The entry-level app maker, the PL100, is history. So is the widely taken solution architect exam, the PL600. This is Microsoft's updated 2026 roadmap. You can see the old certificates are officially red-boxed and retired, proving that the standard path to learning the platform has fractured. Microsoft is narrowing the focus. By removing these broad entry-level and top-tier exams, they have effectively removed the option to be a generalist. You can no longer pick up a little bit of everything and call yourself certified. The new landscape forces you to choose a highly dedicated lane from day one. Look at the scale of this new roadmap. Microsoft replaced those general exams with 5 distinct columns of specialization, plus an entirely new tier of applied skills credentials along the bottom. If you are looking at this right now, your immediate problem is figuring out which of these 5 paths is actually worth your time, your money, and hundreds of hours of study. Navigating this requires a hard look at your current skills. You are trading broad flexibility for highly specialized, targeted employability. This matrix breaks down the primary paths for people building apps, the functional consultant and developer. For the functional consultant, required inputs are passing the PL200 for business analysis and acquiring the PL701 credential for Canvas apps. This path positions you as the crucial bridge between what a business needs to operate and how IT actually executes it. The trade-off is technical depth. You hit a ceiling on deep system integrations and handoff back-end work. The developer path requires a different baseline, C# and .NET knowledge, passing the PL400, and mastering model-driven apps with the PL7003. Choosing this path leads to the platform's most technical, high-salary roles, focused on custom code and professional development. But the learning curve is massive. You are working within traditional software development paradigms from the start. Because of that friction, non-traditional IT candidates trying to jump straight into the developer path face a steep washout rate. If you are switching careers, the functional path is your mandatory entry point. If you aren't building apps, you're looking at the highly targeted specialist paths, RPA developer and Power BI. These roles require you to hyper-focus your inputs, mastering either desktop flows with the PL500 or data modeling with the PL300. Committing here creates immediate value. You become highly employable for specific legacy automation or data analytics roles. But the trade-off is tunnel vision. By specializing so heavily, you are largely ignoring the rest of the Power Platform's capabilities. While these paths guarantee niche employment, that strict isolation severely restricts your lateral career movement later on. That brings us to the biggest shock in the new roadmap, the extreme requirements for the solution architect. This graphic shows exactly what Microsoft did when they killed the PL600. Notice the new block at the bottom of the 5th column. The inputs are staggering. You must pass the PL200, PL400, all 4 PL700 applied skills, and prove real-world experience. You can no longer cram for a single exam to claim the architect title. The theoretical shortcut is gone. Surviving this massive sequence proves you can manage cross-tenant security, complex application lifecycle management, and enterprise-scale governance. The architect title now requires a verified record of field experience to supplement the heavy technical exam stack. With the old exams gone, you need a clear action plan to route yourself into the optimal tech corridor. Microsoft's core philosophy has shifted. They are prioritizing proof of execution, those PL700 applied skills, over theoretical knowledge. To figure out where you belong, ask yourself, what is your primary strength? If it's business logic, pivot immediately to the functional consultant path. If you have a coding background, leverage that baseline and tackle the developer path head-on. And if your goal is to become a solution architect, stop looking for a certification shortcut today. Your only viable objective now is building a verifiable portfolio of real-world architecture experience over several years. In the 2026 ecosystem, what you have tangibly built matters infinitely more than the acronyms listed on your resume.